Hey everybody, it's Keeping It Chula Morales here with another video for you, and this one is just going to be about the perfumes that I wore this week. So I guess I'll start off with my scent of the day, and I am wearing KVD Saint. I'm not sure how I feel about her because she's light, fresh, airy, but there's hardly any sillage. And you can overspray this because it is like a skin scent once it dries down. It has Mirabelle, clary sage, almond blossom, jasmine, lily of the valley, vanilla, peach, musk, and cedar. And it says the accords are fruity, sweet, vanilla, white, floral, powdery, musky, and fresh. I get the muskiness and the freshness. Dry down on skin, I get the very slightest vanilla, but this really is not much of a sweet scent. It's more floral, light, airy, and there's almost no projection, almost no sillage. Like, it truly becomes a skin scent. And I guess it'll be good for days like when, I'm on that time of the month and I get a headache, or when I have migraines. Like, this would be a nice scent for that. So it might just stay in my collection for that. But I mean, this is not a powerhouse. This is not really, it would be a good office scent, and that's kind of what I was going for today. I have to meet my daughter's teacher for parent-teacher conferences, so I don't want anything, offensive, right? Okay. So, some of the perfumes that I'm going to talk about that I wore this week, you've seen before. Some of them, you haven't seen. So I guess I'll talk about this one. It was the first time that I wore it, and again, I was having headaches, so I needed something, kind of light and airy. But this one is Emporio Armani Diamonds Rose, the rose one, okay? I loved this. Now, this is an eau de toilette, okay? So this did last on my skin. It did. It lasted, longer than some of my eau de parfums. But it is an eau de toilette, so I guess depending on skin chemistry, as far as lasting power, it may or may not last, super long on you. But it lasted a long time on me, like well over 8 hours. And I sprayed on my skin and on my clothes. Now, this does have some of the fruitiness. You get some of the fruitiness, like when you first spray it, and like in the opening, raspberry, blackcurrant, bergamot, which I pick up the raspberry more. But in the middle is when the florals start to come out. It's got rose, freesia, lily of the valley. And I pick up a lot of rose in this. Now, this is like a light, powdery rose. Not super heady, not overwhelming. It's sweet and it's powdery. I wouldn't really say like jammy. Like, I don't find it a heavy rose. It's airy. It's like taking a light pink rose petal and just putting it up to your nose. The base has ambrette and patchouli, which I don't pick up patchouli, but the patchouli probably plays a part in why it lasted so long. The accords are fruity, rose, floral, citrus, sweet, woody, aromatic, patchouli, fresh, spicy, musky. I get some of the fruitiness. Like, this smells pink. Like, I get pink fruits, like the raspberry. I definitely get rose. I get some of the florals because of the rose. And I get a little lily of the valley. I get aromatic. I don't get woody at all. I don't get patchouli, but I do get muskiness from this too. This is stunning. I love it, and I'm so glad that I have it in my collection. The bottle is also really pretty. I love this bottle, and you know, I may end up having to buy a backup of this. All right, so I have my notes here, so I guess, you know, I'm gonna be jumping around a little bit. So this is another one that I featured in my last video, and it was my scent of the day that day. And I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I did talk about it in my last video. KKW Vibes. Now, the way that I had described this was, it was Kim Kardashian's way of doing like an eccentric molecule 01 or a Juliet has a gun, not a perfume. And I still feel that way. It's fresh, it's ozonic, it's airy, it's musky, and it's just fresh and clean and pretty, like, not pretty like pretty girl brunch, but fresh out of the shower. This will be good like jeans and t-shirt, you know. If you wear this on a night out, you're gonna come out of the club smelling fresh and clean, not like other people's perfume and smoke and, you know, whatever else. And I like it a lot. You know, I'm gonna be wearing her a lot as far as this hot weather goes. She's affordable. You can find it for under $30 on Mercari. So I wore this one. Another repeat here. Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy. After I made the celebrity video the next day, I was craving Midnight Fantasy. So that's what I wore. And, you know, for a couple days, I went kind of on a fruity kick. And this one, you know, kicked it off. It's got plum, sour cherry, raspberry, orchid, iris, freesia, vanilla, amber, musk. I get more fruitiness. I don't get vanilla. I do pick up a slight cherry. I do pick up the powderiness. But I don't think this is like a deep vanilla at all. The sweetness from the vanilla that I will pick up is not like super gourmand either. It's sweet, but not like a vanilla extract sweet. It's, you know, it's fruity. It's pretty. I like it. This scent, these two scents in particular make me feel very pretty when I wear them. All right. The next one, also a repeat offender, just because I consider her a signature scent, and I love it, even though she doesn't really last too long on me. This is Ariana Grande Cloud. I have the cap right here. And everyone's gone over this, so I won't spend too much time. It's got the praline, the coconut, the whipped cream, the bergamot, the lavender, the musk. And I don't know, it was just a day where I felt kind of like bleh, like down, like I don't know. I can't describe it. I just needed something sweet and comforting, and that's what I got from this. So that's why I wore it that day, and I love it. So this next one is actually a combo, and it's a new one. Sorry, I have some tea and I'm drinking some tea. So it's a new one. I wore this on Saturday, I think on Friday and on Saturday. I didn't go really, no, did I wear it on Saturday? No, I wore it Sunday and Monday. Okay, so yeah, I wore Vibes on Saturday because my daughter had a game and I had to be out in the freaking heat in the middle of the day. And then I wore this combo here on Sunday because I wanted to smell sweet and fruity, and my husband was off and I wanted you know, we were spending time together. We went to Tombstone. We took our daughter to Tombstone, and it was a nice day, and it did hold up well in the heat too, because we were walking around outside. So it's Jimmy Choo Blossom with this one that I used to wear like in my 20s, but I picked it up again just for nostalgia's sake. And it's by Yves and Sistelle, Only Me Passion. And they go, I mean, Jimmy Choo Blossom is beautiful on its own, but these two together are amazing. Because this one I love, but it doesn't have that good of lasting power, okay? This one does not last very long. It is a cheap buy. You can find it for under $30. And same with this one. This one, I think I got it at Ross for like $16.99 or something for a 1 ounce, but you can find it really cheap online as well. So both of these are like sweet and fruity, okay? And I wore them together, and they went so well together. So the Jimmy Choo Blossom has raspberry, red berry, citrus, sweet pea, rose, white musk, sandalwood. Okay, and this one, it's like a pretty girl fragrance. This would be good for a pretty girl brunch, like on its own, or even these two together would be good for pretty girl brunch. But you know, it's very pretty. And this one that uses Sistelle, Only Me Passion, it has tropical notes in the top, so I'm assuming fruits, red berries, jasmine, rose, sweet notes, and musk, and woody notes. So this one is much more fruity, much more tropical, and this one here comes off a little musky in the dry down, okay? This one has fruit, but it's more of a light fruit, more floral, more airy, and this is more like a fruity floral fresh, okay? But Jimmy Choo has better lasting power than this one. This one doesn't last. So I decided to just try them together, and these two together lasted all day for me. All day. I sprayed it on my skin, on my clothes, maybe because I oversprayed. It lasted a long time, but they gave off this fruity, sweet, musky, airy smell. And I wore this on Sunday and I wore it on Monday, like 2 days in a row. I loved it. This is one of my top, you know, maybe because it's new, but this is like a top perfume combo for me, this right here. Okay, the next one that I wore is another like fresh fruity type, and you see a lot of those fragrances right now because of how hot the weather is where I live. Like I live in Arizona, so it gets really, really hot. A lot of fragrances that, you know, like fall fragrances, for example, I can't pick up until like mid-October. In September, it's still too hot. So the next one that I have is, of course, my Versace Eros Femme. This is another one that I just absolutely love. I'm so glad I got the big bottle. And it smells like a white gummy bear. Gabby loves Perfumes, said it smelled like a white gummy bear. And I have to agree, I love this one. This could be worn anytime, any day, okay? It's like, I don't know, I see it as, you know, not only can it be a nice signature scent, but I also see it as like a nice party fragrance. Like, I wear this when I want to be out, like, on a boat or a yacht, living my best life. And I don't really get to do that very much. But this has Sicilian lemon, raspberry, white currant, mandarin orange, cologne, magnolia, jasmine, orange blossom, freesia, musk, ambroxan, woody notes, patchouli. Okay, I get the lemon, I get the raspberry, I get the orange. I get the magnolia, the jasmine, the orange blossom. I get the musk and the ambroxan. I don't get the patchouli, but I think the patchouli helps this one with lasting power because this is the eau de toilette, and this one does last on me like a good 6 hours, okay? And that's pretty good for an eau de toilette. And, you know, I love this one. Okay. My last one is kind of new to my collection. And it took me by surprise because, you know, I'm not a big fan of just straight florals. Like, there has to be some fruits in there, or there has to be some kind of like gourmand edge to it. But I think my tastes have been starting to change. I still like most of everything, okay? Like, everything that I've tried so far, I still like most of it. Like, what gets me more is whether things last or not. So I wore this one yesterday because I did have a job interview, and I wanted to smell sophisticated but pretty and, you know, nice, but I didn't want to be too, you know, I didn't want to be beast mode. I didn't want to be too loud. So I wore Gucci Flora. Look at this bottle. This bottle takes up a lot of space, but I love this bottle. I also love this one too. Like, that's just beautiful, right? Look how pretty. But this bottle, I love it. This one surprised me, okay, because it was floral. There's no sweetness at all. Like, it says in the accords that there's some like fruitiness, but I don't get it. I don't get any sweetness from this at all. It's very floral, but at the same time, the florals they use in here gave off kind of like a butteriness, a creaminess. Like, they're a little bit heady, but not matronly, not grandmotherly, okay? It's just, she's sophisticated, she's grown, and I sprayed this on for the interview, and that was at 10 a.m. and I had a super busy day. This morning I woke up and I could still smell it. Granted, at that point it was more of a skin scent, slightly soapy, but I could still smell this. Nearly what? 12. So, and then I went to sleep at 10, and then I woke up at 6. Yeah, like 20 hours later. 20 hours later, I could still smell this. It's got peony, citruses, mandarin orange, osmanthus, rose, sandalwood, patchouli, and pink pepper. I think the patchouli helped with lasting power. And this is floral. This is fresh. I pick up rose. I would say this is a soft spicy. You okay? I would say this is a soft spicy, even a warm spicy. I don't pick up, I mean, I do pick up some patchouli, but not a lot. I pick up the peony. I pick up the osmanthus and the pink pepper, and the patchouli that I do pick up helps this. It helps this not only with lasting power, but it helps this giving it a, like, you know, grounding it, giving it a little bit of earthiness. This one surprised me. This one is just beautiful. And you know, she might be the one to make me love straight florals. Gucci Flora. That's it. That's all. This video's already long, but I enjoy talking to you guys, spending time with you guys, and I hope you like the video. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, talk to me in the comments, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.